And I told you he was going to be introducing somebody, and I'm going to leave him to be responsible to introduce our next guest. Woody,
Yeah.
it's on you, man.
You know, I'm your son, eh?
My son.
And I know you're known to do the best intros on shows. But I mean, I'm learning from you.
Okay.
You know,
So
God used 7 days to create the world, right? It's the 6 days. On the 7th day, they said God rested. But I'm telling you, God never rests.
He didn't rest.
But God, on that 7th day, God intentionally created a beautiful queen for me. And that is the wife that I This one is like father, like son.
Oh, so that's a beautiful one. Hey, very good, very good, very good, very good. And a hug here. Oh.
You know, I wanted to get closer, you know, because I mean, when I was paying the bride price, you're not around.
No.
So you have to pay letter by letter. So you're still paying, by the way. And you give me more money to pay for it.
Show some love, man. The last time you came on my show,
Yeah.
and I like this. You are not like a politician. You are not like a politician. Do you know why?
Oh, wow.
You stick to your promise. Because you came and you said, KSM, I'm going to come back. I said, I want you to bring your wife to my show. And you said you would. And you have done it on your politician. So, Trudy, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
I'm so happy to be here.
And we are so happy to host you here. You know, you're from Kenya, I understand.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm not going to waste too much time. I just want all of us to start getting into this romance story. Who started it? Is it he saw you somewhere and hit on you, or you read something about him and hit on him? How'd the whole thing start?
So how it started, I was living my life, minding my business in Kenya, you know. And one day, something just tells me, you know, it's been so long since you entered Instagram, so just go and check what's happening. So I go on Instagram, and I see a message from someone called Odemaya. And he's like, oh, I'm in Kenya, I would like to meet up and create content. So I say, oh, yeah, let's meet up and create content. But unfortunately, it was sent 3 months ago. I was like, I'm 3 months late because I hadn't been on Instagram for 3 months. So I was late, but he responded and said, I already left. Then he said, later he told me he'd be coming back to East Africa. He'd be coming to Ethiopia. So do I want to go to Ethiopia? And I'm like, you know, no. At that time, I wasn't doing so well. I was very confused. I was trying to create content. I wasn't making money in content creation. I was trying to determine where my life was going to go. So I was very depressed and confused, you know. And I also used to work in a supermarket as a sales girl. So I had just been fired. So I was just crying.
You were fired?
Yes, I was.
Did you know that 80% of dandruff sufferers also suffer from hair fall? And Chef Fayez is one of them. Ignoring dandruff could cost him his hair and his future. Dandruff makes hair grow weak and prone to fall. Head & Shoulders removes dandruff 100% so the hair grows stronger. Get rid of dandruff before it gets rid of your hair with Head & Shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah, so I didn't know where my life was going. So this person is telling me, do you want to meet up? I'm like, you know what? No, I have my problems. Just leave me alone. I don't want to deal with this. But he insisted, begged me, please, please. So I was like, you know what? He has insisted. So let me just, you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
But a quick second. Woody, you just jumped onto her Instagram. Did you know her before? Was it things you were reading about her? What triggered that jump to her Instagram account?
So I was arrested in Kenya as a content creator. I was sent to Kenya to create content by China. So when I got there, I was arrested. I was filming a video, and apparently there was more of, it's called Westgate Mall. They had an attack in the mall. So they don't allow cameras in that area.
Okay.
And I didn't know. So when I got there, I got arrested. So when I was arrested and they released me, I was like, you know what? I don't want to be arrested again. So I went online looking for people who do exactly what I do, just to reach out to them, for them to, you know, they would know that, I mean, you can't film here, you can film here.
Yeah.
So that I don't get arrested again.
So you're sort of looking like for a guide
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's how I came across her videos. So I sent her a message and I'm like, okay, I'm here, creating YouTube
What
videos.
video did you see?
That was when she was being a conductor,
Tout, yeah.
more like a tout in a matatu, what do you call, in Ghana we call
Okay,
trotro.
okay.
She was creating videos. I'm like, oh, I think I love her vibes. Why not just link up with her? Then I sent her a message and she never replied. Yeah.
And it was 3 months later, you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So pick it up again. I just wanted to do a short rewind.
So yes, I was like, you know, what do I have to lose? I felt like I was at the bottom, so I can't go further. So I was like, okay, now let me just take the risk. I had saved up about $400. That's all my life savings at that point. So I decided to take a risk, go to Ethiopia. It was about $250. Because we are neighbors, so it wasn't that expensive. And then I was like, I'm gonna pay my hotel and the rest I'm gonna buy food and then I'm gonna come back. So I go to Ethiopia, I meet him at the airport. He came for me and he had flowers. No one had ever given me flowers in my life. I didn't even think flowers are a big deal until I saw the flowers and they were for me and I was like, oh wow, that was so sweet. But that was just it for me. I was like, okay, let's go. Not knowing I had finished him at the airport. He saw me and he knew that's my wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like,
I love this version of the story.
What's your version?
No. There's only one version,
Okay.
and I love it.
But
Yeah.
so you were going to meet her for the first time.
Yeah, so I was going to meet her for the first time, but when I trusted her that she should meet me in Ethiopia, she declined it, right? So when she declined, I'm like, you know what? Okay, why not? I mean, I'm from Ghana, you know,
Yeah.
we know how to get things
Yeah.
done. So I was there when she tested me that I'm coming. And I'm like, okay. I said, why are you not excited that I'm coming? I'm like, you declined. So if you're telling me that you're coming, why should I be excited? You know, but I gave her the location of my hotel, everything, just come straight to the hotel. So she didn't know I was coming to pick her from the airport. So I was just there and I felt like, you know what, this lady is coming all the way from Kenya just to come and see you. Why are you acting like a Ghanaian boy, you know? Ghanaians sometimes, you're very stubborn, right? You know, if you say no to me, I also have to show to you that I'm a Ghanaian, you know.
Yeah.
But at some point, the Chinese spirit entered.
Yes.
Because I lived in China for 6 years, and that Chinese spirit is like, we give women flowers, teddy bear, and all of that.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what? Let me surprise her. Go to the airport, buy a flower, and I think the flower did the magic. Yeah.
The flower, the magic, eh?
Yeah, the flower did the magic.
Trudy, when you saw the flowers, what happened?
it was the sweetest thing, one of the sweetest things anyone has ever done to me.
Wow.
You know, like some girls, you don't need expensive things. It meant a lot. Like, it
Wow.
was so sweet. But I didn't fall for him.
You
was
didn't
the
fall for
sweetest
him?
thing.
You didn't for him? I wanted to stop it right there. Folks, this is getting exciting. Please, you guys have to stay so that we can continue this. So, folks, stick around.
I'm
Stick
loving this,
around,
man.
and we're going to do part 2 of the encounter between Trudy